Earnshaw grew up in Wuthering Heights, where she was free to express who she really was. She was able to escape the 19th century societal standards for being ladylike by being allowed to play on the moors and fulfill her desire for adventure. She was rough in manner and rebellious. Once Catherine was taken in by the Lintons at the Grange, she tried to overcome her natural side by becoming assimilated into the culture of the upper class, expressed by the Lintons. This paraphrasing of Nellie upon Catherine's return from the Grange captures this perfectly.
By the time her ankle was thoroughly cured, instead of a wild, hatless little savage jumping in the house and rushing to squeeze us breathless, there was a very dignified person.
Spending time with the Lintons led her to become excessively prideful and forget her roots, as she became rude to Heathcliff. If you wash your face and brush your hair, it will be alright, but you are so dirty. As much as Catherine tries to be civilized and cultured, she cannot control her vicious temper. She truly loved Heathcliff, but she married Edgar for his money and class. It would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now, so he shall never know how I love him, and that not because he's handsome, Nellie, but because he's more myself than I am. However, she cannot be her true self with Edgar, and her temperamental nature prevails when she has a violent outburst with Nellie in front of him.
Oh, miss, that's a nasty trick. You have no right to nip me, and I will not bear it. After Mr. Earnshaw dies, Hindley's jealous and vengeful nature leads him to treat Heathcliff cruelly over the years. He was physically and verbally abused by Hindley. Hindley even called him an imp of Satan, and constantly used physical force to punish him, causing him to become heartless over the years. Heathcliff believes that this nurture is what caused him to be the way he is. It was not long until Heathcliff became a product of his environment. With Hindley's cruel treatment replacing the kindness of Mr. Earnshaw, Heathcliff becomes vengeful and cruel as well. I am trying to settle how I shall pay Hindley back. I don't care how long I wait, if I can only do it at last. I hope he will not die before I do. Once Catherine married Edgar, Heathcliff's relentless need for revenge consumed his life, and he married Isabella. He was abusive and cruel to her, and he even admitted that he doesn't love her. The only person he's capable of loving is Catherine. Heathcliff wanted to prove that his harsh upbringing caused him to be the way he is, and part of his plan for revenge was treating Hareton unjustly, just as Hindley did to him. By prohibiting his education and treating him like an animal, Heathcliff was confident Hareton would turn out cruel and inhumane just like himself. Because Heathcliff felt he was a product of his environment, he did not try to change his abusive ways, and he lived out his self-fulfilling prophecy.
So I go, let me in your window. Let me in your window. Let me in your window.
Hareton, you infertile calf, be gone to your work.
At first, Heathcliff's social experiment of treating Hareton like Hindley treated him worked in that Hareton was brutish and uncivilized. After Hareton had a violent outburst with Linton, Nellie scolds Cathy for not being able to understand that he was raised to be this way.
Had you been brought up in his circumstances, would you have been less rude? He was quick and as intelligent as a child ever you were, and I'm hurt that he should be despised now, because that base Heathcliff has treated him so unjustly.
However, unlike Heathcliff, and much to Heathcliff's dissatisfaction, Hareton had the capacity to show remorse for his actions and desire self-improvement. By attempting to apologize to Cathy and learn how to read, Hareton shows how his good-hearted nature prevails over the uncivilized environment he was raised in.
Integral does not appear to fit any of the basic rules.
Good job, Hareton. This is situational irony in that Heathcliff's experiment left Hareton turning out differently than he expected. While Heathcliff was alive, Hareton was never able to reach his full potential because of the degrading oppression Heathcliff placed on him. Hareton marrying Cathy emphasizes that he did not succumb to Heathcliff's hopes that he would turn out cruel and incapable of expressing love.
Now pronounce you husband and wife.
Although Cathy Jr. was raised by the civilized and passive Edgar Linton, she has a bold and passionate nature that she could not contain stemming from her mother. At first, she tries to conceal her attraction to Hareton since he is below her, but her inherent desire for adventure and passion prevailed when she became friends with Hareton and eventually married him. Also, Edgar tried confining her to the Grange, but she was just like Catherine, her mother, in that she craved the moors and being Bronte portrays the more uncivilized, wild characters like Heathcliff and Catherine as stronger, and the civilized characters like Edgar as weaker and snobby. By juxtaposing these characters, she steers the reader away from having sympathy for the characters like Linton who are treated poorly. And she is subtly saying that being free and passionate is better.
Our theme relates essential meaning because in Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte shows that it is nature after all that prevails over our culture. Although environment does have an influence on how we turn out, the characters of Wuthering Heights prove that our nature is what has the strongest influence on the persona and personality we portray.
Window. Ooh, let me have it. Let me grab your soul away.